Hello everyone, in this video I'm gonna go through a few details that will make the Gillowance project as efficient as possible in terms of maximizing the profit from it. If you don't know what the Gillowance project is already, it's that we're gonna be spamming the keeping loyalty level 78 blacksmith leaf quest in the Crystarium to make gil. From 100 allowances it will make roughly 2.5 to 2.7 million gil, but that's from handing in 300 of these HQ Dwarven Mithril files, and we wanna maximize our profit, min-maxing a little bit during the process of crafting all of the files that we need to hand in, and that's what I'm here to show you how I go about it and go into detail. So what I do in terms of gathering the materials, if you're only doing Gillowance project with only one of your characters, then for the most part your miner and botanist retainer can keep up with the materials that you need. But since I'm doing it on 3 characters, I need to gather myself as well. So what I do is I spend my GP by gathering the materials that I need. What I do for the, in terms of rotation is I use pick clean, then I use bountiful harvest too for each gathering attempt. And once I run out of GP, then I craft. You will see. Okay, so that's this node done, and be sure to use high cordial. High cordial, out of all the cordial items, it has the least cooldown and gives the most GP. So it's easy, just for example you can get gatherer yellow scripts from your weekly custom deliveries and get a lot of high cordials that way. In 1 week you could get like easily 150 high cordials, which will last you for 2 weeks. Okay, so I make sure to finish all my GP when I gather. Dwarven cotton ball is one of the materials that the file needs, crafting the file. And the other gatherable item is the dimithrite ore. So now I'm out of GP and my cordial is on cooldown. So what I do while waiting for it, to make this as efficient as possible, is I will either quicksynth or I will macro craft the file. I will post a link to the macro as well in the video description. So when you quicksynth, or even when you're going for the HQ, make sure you spirit bond a dwarven set. So I've crafted a dwarven set, that's the item level 430 crafter set, and pentamelded every piece. You don't need to do crafter materia. As you can see, I've melded savage might materia 3 on some of the pieces. It doesn't matter what you meld, as long as they are pentamelded, all of them, to increase the spirit bonding speed, then you're fine. They will all level in and spirit bond in sync, I mean not level, sorry. They will all spirit bond in sync. It's just that I already had a left side and then I had to make a new right side, and that's why mine are off sync, but otherwise they will do it on sync. So to increase the spirit bonding speed further, we can use either FC buffs, which is called that which binds us, or if you have access to your squadron, you can get manuals from your squadron missions. I've gone through a guide how to get squadron manuals in my beginner crafting guide, the 1 to 80 full guide. I will link that in the video description as well. So we get the squadron buff for spirit bonding, which is called the Squadron Spirit Bonding Manual. We pop that. And we also pop, since quicksynth you will be quicksynthing a lot of materials while spirit bonding. And so that means you're gonna need something to make so that your gear doesn't break as often, because grade 7 dark matter can be costly a lot. over time it's gonna make a really big difference how much profit in Gil you are making if you keep having to repair and keep having to buy grade 7 dark matter. So I also recommend squadron gear maintenance manuals to make sure your gear doesn't break as often. So pop that as well. The good thing is you can pop multiple squadron buffs, so you can benefit from all of them. So that's one. You can also have the same buffs as FC buffs, but the grade 2 buffs only give you 10% bonus, while the squadron one is 15%. So something to keep in mind. Or if you want to do grade 3 FC buffs of the same buffs, those are equal in the percentage. Alright, so that's that. And then there is something else, that is the superior spirit bonding potion, which you can craft as alchemist, level 70 plus. That's another thing that will increase spirit bond. As well as crowned pie, better crowned pie, which you can get from Talon in Mordona by trading 1 moonstone. You can get 1 moonstone every day from Exile based tribe, or you can get it for 4,000 Grand Company seals. So better crown pie to increase spirit bond even further. So those are all the buffs I'm using to maximize my efficiency. So what you do is just quicksynth, and when you get to 100% spirit bond, you extract materia. It will be interesting to find out how much materia I will end up at by the time expansion comes out and Gillowance project ends. So this is all the grade 7 and grade 8 materials I've gotten from this process so far. And that my left side just finished spirit bonding, so keep an eye on it and extract materia as you get to 100%. Be sure to not forget. Alright, extracted all. So let's see, I'm just out of curiosity, just if you are curious about how fast you spirit bonding. So chest is a 1%. Now it's at 2%, so for every 4 or 5 crafts it will increase by 1%. Let me see, there is no buffs I'm missing, right? No. So just keep an eye out while you quicksynth. So I recommend adding your high cordial to the hotbar, as you can see I have. When the cordial comes back up, change back to gatherer and continue gathering. Pick clean and then bountiful harvest for each gathering attempt. All we want is quantity, we don't care about quality. So you just pick clean, bountiful and harvest. If you are curious about my melts, I will put the melts in the video description as well. So we pop the cordial and do it again. Alright, and now while waiting for GP and high cordial, we change back to crafter, and we go back to quicksynthing. Either quicksynth if you need more mats, or you can basically just do the mithril file, dwarven mithril file. Here is the macro I'm using. I will put that in the video description as well. With this macro on my current melts of the 430 gear, HQing this from NQ Max. just like that. You gain spirit bond from this as well, so don't worry about that. So just keep repeating the process. Do the same process when you are going for all the materials for the file, which is the dwarven cotton ball, dimithrite ore, and mithrite ore. The mithrite ore are easier. You only need one per craft, one per ingot. Sorry, so it's 2 per craft, 2 per file. So those are easier, and I recommend if you have miner retainers sending them after this, and craft a dimithrite ore yourself. Gather the mithrite ore yourself. And dimithrite ore yourself, mithrite ore, have your retainer get it. Because this one is hidden, it doesn't always appear in the node. As for crystals, you get fire and earth crystals back from the leaf itself. You actually get all of them back and some more. You're making profit in these crystals as well. But the lightning crystal for the cotton ball, like some people argue that for this reason this is not better than doing the coffee biscuits because of lightning crystal. But the thing is, lightning crystal is really cheap nowadays because of Levin strike sound. Okay, if we take a look at the sale history for lightning crystal, look how cheap it is. This is actually expensive now. Couple weeks ago they were under 7 gil each. So visit other servers in your data center and keep a lookout for these crystals. Otherwise, if you still prefer the coffee biscuits, go for that. It's up to you, but for me, I think this is much more gil doing the dwarven mithril file. So there you have it. I just wanted to give you a guidance of the details. If you wanna min-max to the core, min-max even further, you can also Spirit Bond Gatherer set, because the Ace set doesn't Spirit Bond from those gathers. It's way too under-leveled for this gear. So you'll have to do a 430 Gatherer set as well to Spirit Bond that if you want. If you want min-max even more harder than me, then you can go for that. But I just prefer to only Spirit Bond Crafter set, and I don't want to clog my armory chest more than it has. So I hope you find this helpful. Any questions or anything, you are always welcome to ask, and can stop by the live stream when I will live stream this process every week, at least one day a week, to keep up with all of my allowances, and we'll see how the Gillowance project ends up by expansion. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you find it helpful. If you did, please like, favorite, subscribe, and share the video, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.